Hello, this is DJ Hough, and I'm going to talk to you about my deck of called the Dark Pulse. I named it the Dark Pulse because it's made mainly out of dark type monsters. The first one on my list to explain about is Scar. He is the Scout of the Dark World. When this card is destroyed as a result of battle, send it to the graveyard. Add one level 4 or lower on this that includes Dark World and its card name from your deck to your hand. So this is helpful to get Beej and don't remember his name. I'll tell you when I get to it. So here is Destiny Hero Blood Deep. I use him because of his effect. You attach onto the monster and you gain half of that monster's attack power, and it drains from them. So that's very helpful. And here is my two mad reloaders. I like them because when you do it, when you destroy a battle, you send two cards that you don't want, preferably, to the graveyard, and then you draw two cards out of your deck. Now here is Beej, I was talking about earlier. He's the vanguard of the Dark World. Here's the effect. If it's sent to the graveyard from your hand, it doesn't go to the graveyard, it goes straight onto your field. Here's this koala. His effect, when you flip him, so flip him's like, you have it like this, and then you flip it over when a monster attacks or something. Inflicts 400 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points for each card in your opponent's hand. So say you had 6 in your hand, you go 400 and 2,000. You deal 2,400 damage to them. Pretty helpful. Here is Umbrella the Dark. I use that to destroy my enemy's defense monsters because its attack power is 2,100. But the fault is for him having so much. He loses 200 attack power for every monster he destroys. Oh yeah, here's the other one I meant to say, Zorn, Knight of Dark World. You can get him and Beej into your hand by Scar, Scout of the Dark World effect. He's just a normal monster. I use him because he's got really good stats. His Hero Shadow Scout. When you flip it, your opponent draws 3 cards. Both you and your opponent draw 3 cards, and if they're spells, they go to the grave, but if they're not, you get to keep them in your hand. Ebon Magic Current. This is a really good card. Because when it's on the field and your opponent has lots of monsters, this will deal 300 points of damage during your standby phase, which is after you draw your card, to each monster. For each monster. And here is Fallen Angel Nurse Receivable. So if your opponent like using healing cards, the healing cards will damage them instead. Those damaging cards on them will just heal them while they're on the field. Here's Kaki of the Dark World. When this is discarded from the hand to the grave, you destroy one monster on the field. Let me destroy my Grens. Here is 3 Gren Tacticon of the Dark World. 3 Grens Tacticon of the Dark World. Tacticon of the Dark World. Whenever this card goes to the grave, when it goes from your hand to the grave, your opponent you destroy one of their spells or trap on the field. 6 Samurai Arrow. I use it the same reason as Zure. It's got decent attack power. Invitation to a Dark Sleep. It's an okay card. I don't really pay attention to its effect. I just use it to fill up my deck. Terror the Terrible. It's got okay stats. Sangan, I use it to with a monster with 1,500 or less, so if you had this straight away, you did that. When it gets destroyed, you can get Scar out of the Dark World, and then you get Beej Azure quickly. These 3 Destiny Hero Departed, Gravity Beam. This is just to fill up my deck. I don't really use them. Right in my, I have Magic Jammer. If your opponent has a nasty spell, you could give up 1 card and destroy that nasty spell. Here's Mirror Force. So your opponent attacks, you can blow off all of his attack monsters. I have 2 Scrap Iron Scarecrows. They basically mean you're invincible. Because you put it down, you block an attack, then you put it back down and keep doing that. So it doesn't go to the grave, so you just keep doing that until it's destroyed by a card effect. And then the Forces of Darkness gets me 2 Dark Worlds from the 2 Dark Monsters from the grave. So that's why I use that. Now on to my spells. I have 2 Gateways to the Dark World, which help me get back more Dark World monsters from the grave. I've got 2 Lightning Blades, so I can increase my warrior's attack power by 500. I have 2 Poisons of the Old Man, so I can deal 1,000. So I can heal 1,200 to myself and deal 800 to him, your opponent. Uxeo to get quick damage in on your first turn. 800 damage quickly on your first turn. Rush Recklessly. Rush Recklessly increases your attack power by 700 per turn. Black Pendant increases your attack power by 500 per turn, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you get to draw 1 card. Magical Blast. I don't know what it does, but just another one to just fill up. But actually, when you have a spell caster, you deal 200 points of damage to your opponent per something. Mystical Special Typhoon, destroy a spell or trap your opponent has. Fairy Meteor Crush to attack directly with my stronger monsters. Sparks, the same reason as Ukazayu. The Inexperienced Spy, so I can look at my one card in my opponent's hand, so I know what I'm prepared. I know a little bit of being prepared. The Warrior Returning Alive, so I can warriors from the graveyard, like Beej and Zul, for example. I can get them back quickly. This and Beej and Zul and Scrap Iron Scarecrow make you invincible, because this gives you 500 attack power for loss to 400 defense, but with Scrap Iron Scarecrow, defense doesn't matter. So the Banner of Courage increases your attack power by 200, could be helpful, and then Mage Power increases your attack and defense by 500 for each spell and trap you can control. So this is it for the Dark Pulse deck. So see you guys next time. DJ Hough signing off. Have a good day.